Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a hot day in July. It's actually early July, 11th I think today, and it is time to harvest garlic because most of the leaves on my garlic have turned brown, and that's a good sign of the fact that the plant is no longer going to be producing any more bulbs. It is done photosynthesizing, and so it's time to go. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. This is the garlic, and you can see that on most of the plants, the bottom 2, 3, 4 leaves have died off. So once your plant is 30 to 50% brown, you can go ahead and start harvesting. I could potentially leave it maybe a little bit longer, but most of them really look quite brown and crispy, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pull. The other thing you want to look for is do it on a hot day. Do it on a hot, dry day when your soil has been nice and dry. It just helps the garlic to get a good start on curing. If you pull during a rainy season or when it's wet, the bulb is going to get wet and you're risking that you're going to get mold, and you're not going to be able to store your garlic long term. So the harvest is super simple. You just pick your stalk, grab firmly, and pull and lift. If your soil is a little bit more compact, you can use a little spade to help you out, or a pitchfork if you're in the ground, or rather a digging fork if you're in the ground. But there we go, an absolutely gorgeous hardneck garlic that is starting to break here. So this is a really good time to harvest because the plant essentially is dying off, and that's a good size. So that's about the size that fits nicely in my palm. So it's a decently sized head of garlic. Looking good. So here we go. This is the garlic harvest of 2025. I'm pretty happy with it. They're not colossal. Some of them are small, and I think the smaller ones are the ones that were a little bit too crowded. Just because I had so many garlic cloves I wanted to plant and so much room, so I kind of tucked them in there. So you just want to get these somewhere out of direct sunlight to store and cure. I'm going to go ahead and put them in my shed somewhere out of direct sunlight. I'm going to hang them on in the rafters, and you can also clean this up, trim this, but don't peel anything. Don't do too much with them right now. Let them dry thoroughly, and once they're totally dry, you can leave them in here for a good month if you want the garlic for long-term storage. You can use it right away, but use it right away, otherwise it won't last and it will go moldy. So if you want to use it for long-term storage in your kitchen, you just want to make sure that you're going to let it cure and dry and kind of allow that protective layer and that paper of the garlic to form a protective barrier and everything to dry out and keep the clove from molding and going bad. So that's it for garlic. Love it, leave it alone, and you can go ahead and use that planting space now for beans, for squash, winter squash. You still have time to do summer squash. You could do carrots, you could do flowers, you could do some fall planting for cabbages or Brussels sprouts. So there's a ton that you can do with that space. I think personally I'm going to tuck in some pumpkins because I grew my garlic in a perimeter around my 4x4 garden bed, raised garden bed. And it's in the front garden on the front lawn. So what I'm gonna do, when I did last year, but I did a little early, is I planted pumpkins so that come October I'm going to have hopefully some lovely orange pumpkins on my front lawn, and I don't have to go buy any. That's the plan. Last year they ripened and I had to collect them too soon because I had some squash spore issues, but that's the vision. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, drop in some pumpkin seeds, and hopefully I'll let you guys know how it turns out come October. Happy growing!